is the Federation an assimilating agent? Is it trying to restore its old values like we saw in Discovery? Or is it trying to become something new? So post the burn, we see the Federation trying to restore itself, but it's seeking to restore some nostalgic glory or become something new. And Ake is seeking to rectify the harm done to cadets like Caleb and teach them the Federation's values, but not to dictate to them what the Federation has to become, but instead let the students guide them. So this is a show that is actively questioning whether or not we see something in the future as something that we need to restore or something to engage with. Give the students the ability to discover something on their own. And I think there's a clip that I definitely do want to play here. So it's not about restoring things and bringing things back to a liberal norm, but trying to change and do something new with the state. Which is a very interesting ethos and very distinct from all the stuff that's come before in Star Trek. We also have like the students pointing this out. So this is a Klingon character who he joined the Federation because he was pushed out by his own Klingon identity. He was queer within his own Klingon world, and not because he was overtly gay, though he is a gay character, but because he wanted to follow medicine, which isn't a warrior ethos like the Klingons. And the Federation is trying to choose to help the Klingons who are currently diasporate at this point in the series, whether to help them and force them to take a planet. And he argues, no, even though I was hurt by the Klingon culture, you can't tell the Klingons how to exist. They need to be themselves. And it's interesting how he makes that argument.
The Federation stops being the Federation if it insists Klingons stop being Klingons. These are not mutually exclusive.
So he's saying something similar to Takuvma way back, where Takuvma said, like, oh, remain Klingon, but he's making a different argument. He's saying you can't dictate to a culture how to exist, you need to uplift them on their own terms. The episode ends with them doing that, not forcing the Klingons to take asylum, but helping their own culture and respecting their own culture. And this is something this is a whole ideology of queer use, queer phenomenology, I can never say the word. Which she talks about queering use means taking something meant for one purpose and using it for something different, changing what it means. Not necessarily trying to destroy and negate its original qualities, but making it more alive. To queer something is to make it different while still respecting where it came from. All the stuff we talked about with Deep Space Nine, queering use. And how do you orient yourself? This is like, how do we orient towards something, a way to inhabit the world that gives support to those whose lives and loves make them appear oblique, strange, and out of place? How do we actually try to respect people on their own terms rather than trying to force them to fit ours?